today is Anjum, and she's come all the way from the UK. Anjum does amazing Indian food. What are we making here?
This is yogurt chicken. So let's make a marinade for the chicken. So we've got some ginger and garlic, and that goes, and some yogurt. Now, plain full-fat yogurt. So in that goes. Okay, so if you can pass me the spices.
Yes.
So we've got some garam masala, and we've got some coriander powder, lots of coriander powder. Coriander powder hasn't got a lot of flavour, it's a bit zingy, and it thickens the sauce, so it's really good. Some cumin powder for flavour, and some red chilli powder. Now, I don't know how hot this is, so maybe we add a little bit less, and then we can always add perfect. Maybe that's too much, actually.
Too much, okay.
Because we can always add chilli at the end for heat. So maybe a little bit of salt. So I would say at least a teaspoon.
It's about a teaspoon.
Okay. Yep, and then we can always, again, adjust the seasoning later. And then whiz it to a fine paste.
Okay.
Let's have a look. So, Justine, if you could get the chicken out, and I'll put the marinade on top.
So what have we got here with the chicken? We've taken the skin off.
We've taken the skin off and we've cut them into joints. I kind of call this curry cut joints. The breast is cut into half and the chicken and thigh are separated and the wings are out there. And if you were in my family as we grew up, I would have the leg piece and my brother would have the breast piece and my father. So everyone had their own choice of pieces.
I like the thigh. Thigh and wing is me. I like
thigh
that.
And wing. See, we could be in the same family. We wouldn't compete on the chicken joint. Okay.
That must have been, I'd fight with my brothers too on what part, because everyone likes the leg and the thigh because it's the juiciest parts.
It is. It has the most flavour. And I feel like when you eat, you need to enjoy what you're eating. All right. So in that goes.
That smells wonderful.
So let's give that a really good toss to marinade. Now, marinating Indian food, people get put off sometimes by like, oh God, now I've got to do it, I've got to put it in the fridge. I see it differently. I see this as do it at night, cook it the next day.
It tastes better the next day.
It does, because everything harmonises. Okay, so that can be put in the fridge. Let's cover it.
Cling wrap.
Yeah.
Nice and tight, so none of those aromas.
Yes, exactly. It's all for the chicken.
All for the chicken. So we'll just put this in for an hour today?
Yeah, an hour is perfect. Again, the more time you have, the better. Overnight is even better. So whilst the chicken's coming back to room temperature, I've been frying my onion and I've got it to really lovely deep golden, as you can see. And I've got 2 chilies in there, which I've pricked with the tip of a knife so that they don't burst in the hot oil. Now, this is my favourite smell, but actually gets a little bit better because we have some amazing black cardamom.
We don't need to bruise it or anything, just go straight in there.
Straight into the hot oil. I'll give it a bit of a stir. And let's get the chicken in as well.
Great. Chicken in.
Okay.
Marinade and all, the whole lot?
Everything. Now, the thing with cooking with yoghurt is it splits very easily. Now, using full-fat yoghurt, get it all in, really helps for that to stop happening. But the critical point for me is to stir. I'm going to say it works every time, but it does work every time. So it doesn't matter if it's Indian food or any other food. If you're cooking with yoghurt, bring it back to a bowl and stirring. Keep stirring it. It's something about kind of agitating it. It keeps it all together.
Well, let's keep stirring that, keeping an eye on it until it comes to the boil, and then we'll get on to the next stage.
So you can see the yogurt's really reduced. And if you look, it's released oil. Can you see the oil separated from the yogurt? So now it's ready to, you can leave it, you don't have to worry about it. So let's add a little bit of water in to make it,
how much?
Sauce. Keep going, keep going. Okay, that's fine, thank you. And now we just leave it till it finishes cooking, which is literally like 10, 15 minutes because we've already cooked it for a bit.
And you put the lid on?
Yeah.
And Jim, that already smells amazing. So after even 10 minutes, this is just going to smell just incredible.
Okay, so this should be done, and let's have a look. Okay, so that looks really beautiful. It's creamy. It hasn't split. You can see that it hasn't split at all. And it is just perfect. Now, what I'm going to do is, if you could chop some coriander to finish it off, I might reduce the chicken in the liquid on a high heat just to get some extra caramelization there of the flavours. Okay. We can put that coriander in.
Is that enough coriander for you?
Yeah. Yes. That's good. All right, well, look, I could keep reducing this, but I can also serve a little bit up now for you to
I
have
know,
a
I'm
taste.
salivating because I can see some naan. I know I love naan bread. Serving this with naan, I'll bring that forward for you. We've got the wing there, we've got the thigh, the breast. So everyone in the family is happy.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's happy eating this.
It looks fabulous. I will have to try this. Beautiful naan here. I'm going to just try the sauce because that chicken's going to be really hot.
Yeah. And the thing about Indian food is actually it's very well thought out. It's a very old cuisine. So you have the sweetness of the onion to balance the sourness of the yogurt.
And it's not even that spicy. We did have 2 of those chilies in there, but it's all up to you at home. If you want to put just 1 chili, if you're serving it with the kiddies are they don't like the chili that much, you can take 1 out. That's a fabulous dish. Curry made easy. Thank you.
Thank you.